I'm 13 News Now meteorologist Evan Stewart. It's Friday evening and we have an update on the tropics and a lot going on out there. We have a major hurricane, that is Kirk, and then right behind it we have Tropical Storm Leslie and then a wave coming off the coast of Africa that has the potential for development, and then something could still be brewing here in the Gulf of Mexico. So let's get the latest on Kirk. Still looking like a very symmetrical hurricane, well-formed eye. It's a Category 4 storm. It has weakened a little bit, but still has winds of 130 miles per hour. Right now, it is 960 miles east-northeast of the Leeward Islands and is moving to the northwest at 12. And it is expected to curve off towards the northeast eventually as it gets into a more hostile environment, start to weaken as we head through the weekend and early next week. And eventually by the middle of next week, a remnant area of low pressure moving over towards the UK and towards parts of Europe. There you can see Spain and Portugal there. So it'll likely move north of there. Still a pretty potent storm, so it is going to cause some issues over in Europe, but no issues anywhere else, as it is expected to remain a fish storm for the next several days. And then, as we mentioned, right behind it, right there is Tropical Storm Leslie, likely to become a hurricane. Winds are up to 70, so it's almost there now. And by the 8 o'clock advisory, if there's an update, or 11 o'clock, we could have a hurricane out of Leslie. And it's still well towards the southwest here of the Cabo Verde Islands. It is, as I mentioned, expected to become a hurricane and then sort of move here into the central Atlantic, likely also curving to the north, pretty much following right in the heels of where Kirk went. Again, no real immediate threat to land. And then, as I mentioned, behind it, a wave expected to come off the coast of Africa and approach the Cabo Verde Islands, about a 20% chance of development. But we have to head towards the Gulf of Mexico, where an area of low pressure, sort of some of the remnants of what was a Pacific system that was down here off the west coast of Mexico, drifting into the Gulf of Mexico, will have about a 50-50 shot of development. If you watched over the last few days, it was around 40 to 50, then it went down to 30. Now it's back up to a 50-50 shot, and whether it develops or not, there's that potential for some very heavy rain through parts of Florida. Some of the areas that were hit hard with Helene, especially from around the Big Bend area down towards Tampa and maybe point southward. So I want to put on here the two different major computer models that we use, the American there in yellow and in red, the European model. This takes us into Monday. So once we get past the weekend, that low will have drifted here closer to the Yucatan Peninsula. And both of the models, while they differ a little bit in the location, call for this to strengthen, work its way towards the west coast of Africa. And those are the lines of equal pressure, isobars. And when you start to see more of them, that means a more intense system. So the potential is there for a tropical system, maybe even a hurricane, to move into the west coast of Florida once again as we head into the middle part of next week. So a lot of time to watch it, but certainly another potentially strong system that'll certainly bring some heavy rain through parts of Florida. Of course, we'll keep you updated throughout the weekend and have the latest early next week on what could be developing in the Gulf of Mexico.